I heard footsteps in my parents' room while home alone. What happened next still freaks me out. When I was a kid, both my parents left for work early, so they'd drop me off at my grandmother's before school. I'd eat breakfast there and head to school from her place. My grandmother passed away during my junior year of high school, so I started coming straight home after classes. Not long after, my mom began complaining that when she got home from work, the receiver of the phone next to her bed, an old 80s corded push-button phone, was off the hook. She swore it was properly hung up when she left in the morning, so she assumed I was using it. I wasn't. One day, I got home earlier than usual. Let me quickly explain the apartment layout. From the front door, you could see the living room, dining room, the kitchen door, and the short hallway to my parents' bedroom and mine. There were no other doors, the windows were narrow old casement types with screens, and we lived on the third floor. As soon as I walked in, I clearly heard two heavy footsteps in my parents' bedroom. I dropped my school bag and ran straight there. It was only a few seconds away. No one was inside. That's when I noticed the phone receiver on the floor, stretched out as far as the cord would go. I tried for days to figure out how it could fall like that, shaking the table, tipping the phone, whatever I could think of. Every time, it would just land on the table or right next to it. The only way to replicate the exact placement was to pick it up, stretch the cord, and hold it there for a few moments before letting go. It couldn't have gotten there by accident. I hung the phone back up, and immediately it rang. It was my dad. First thing he asked was, "What's wrong?" When I asked why, he said he'd just called a few minutes earlier. Someone, he thought it was me, answered but stayed completely silent. He hung up after a bit and had been trying to call back ever since, but the line was busy until ID just hung it up. After that day, the phone was never disturbed again. I know what I heard, footsteps. And I know there was no one else there. I still can't explain it.